I'm super excited about this. No, I'm not really talking about the ROG Ally, but after 20 years of putting off a vacation, just because I guess I'm a workaholic, I am finally gonna take a vacation. From October 16th to the 31st, I'm officially going to Japan, and I absolutely cannot wait. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I've thought about it a lot, and I really want to take a device with me to play on the long flight. It's gonna be the ROG Ally X. I still haven't had time to make a review on this device, but wow, this thing is just incredible. The battery, the performance, everything about it. This is the one handheld that I've just been blown away by. I also want to do a lot of bargain shopping in Japan because I love Game Boy games, because this was the first system that I had growing up as a kid. So I'm bringing the ROG Ally X, but I wanted to bring one more small handheld with me. Which handheld am I going to bring? Well, believe it or not, I actually want to bring the Analog Pocket because I want to check out a lot of the bargain bins and a lot of the Game Boy games over there. And I think this is going to be a really good way to test some of them out. This will also be a really good way for me to play some retro games on the way over. The ROG Ally X definitely could play some of those, but I do want that aspect of being able to play the physical cartridges over in Japan if I find anything I want to try. This is going to be able to play all the classic Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, and Game Boy Advance, and those are the three systems that I'm going to be bargain hunting for the most. It's really nice just to be able to play these natively on this hardware. I haven't reviewed this device just because it's pretty much impossible to get, and I really don't want to promote something that people can't really buy. This is also going to be able to play some emulation on here, and overall, the screen is just fantastic. But then again, the main reason I want to take this with me is just to play my physical cartridges. So this is definitely going to come with me. The ROG Ally is definitely the star of my travels. I got a really nice big screen, and it's also going to be my laptop on the go. Let's talk about how I'm going to take this all with me and what exactly else am I bringing. Starting things off, I have a couple of these sling bags. These are mostly just for on the go around the city and when I'm off to work. This lets me carry something big or a few small different items with my power bank, a charger, USB cable, headphones, and anything else that I really need. Going overseas, these are just a little too small. Even the one that I reviewed for the Lenovo Legion Go is just too small. This one came close, but it's not going to be able to fit the ROG Ally X and everything that I want to take with me. I need something that's going to be a little bit bigger than this, that's still going to fit within the personal item requirements for something for WestJet. So what was I going to pick? Well, I mean, I've had a really good experience with Tomtoc products. I told Tomtoc the personal item size requirements, and they gave me a pretty good recommendation. Let's see what they sent over. So this is what Tomtoc sent over. This is their Tomtoc Compact Everyday Carry Sling Bag. This has a lot going for it, and it looks to be a really good combination for a everyday carry if you're going on a flight. This bag here is just about as big as WestJet will let me take for a personal item, but it's going to be able to fit everything that I'm going to need. Just a disclaimer, this was sent over by Tomtoc, but they're not seeing this review beforehand, and of course, all opinions are my own. I just give you guys my honest thoughts to what I think about these. So, is this Tomtoc bag going to be the ultimate travel bag for my flight and my dream vacation? Well, I definitely think so. Let's see how everything fits in this. This bag measures 15.75 inches long by 9.84 inches wide and only 4.72 inches thick. This is a 7-liter sling bag, so it definitely gives you enough room for everything. Let me walk you through some of the compartments on this bag and just all the different pockets. Starting things off, we have a small pocket on the front. I think this is going to be really good for things like my wallet or anything little that I'm going to need to access quick. All the zippers on this are YKK. These are really good quality zippers, and I think this is going to be really durable. There's also a little clip in here if you want to attach that to something in this pocket. I just kind of see this as like a quick access compartment because you can swing this around and access this pocket really easy. The entire material on the outside is very durable. We have that seatbelt style material on most of it, and this feels extremely strong. The zipper on the main compartment has weatherproofing to it, and this should be able to resist a little bit of water, which is really nice because I've heard it rains a lot in Tokyo. The outer compartment kind of has like a rubberized texture to it, and this should be really good at resisting water too. There's no pockets on the side, but I think that's going to be absolutely okay. There's a little strap here on the outside. This could be good for a water bottle if it has like a clip on it or something. There's one of those on each side, so this should be really good for that. The strap on the bottom is adjustable. If you're left-handed or right-handed, you can move that to either side. There's quite a nice cushion on the back. This should be really nice for my back, carrying this around, because this is going to go with me almost every day. Underneath that cushion at the bottom is a secret compartment. You can put something like your passport or some cash if you're carrying it around. I'll probably stick my passport in here with some emergency cash. With the zipper tucked down, you can't even really tell that that's there. The shoulder strap has a lot of cushion on it, and this should be very comfortable. This was one of the requirements for me. I used to carry a big 17-inch laptop to university, and that thing was just so heavy on my back. As always, the buckles are really good. I have no complaints with this buckle. It's just plastic, but it does feel really high quality. There's also a really rugged handle on the top. This has a nice seatbelt-like material to it. So far, this looks like a pretty nice little bag. This is available on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. It's currently on sale for $60 on Amazon.com or $80 on Amazon.ca. The outside definitely looks impressive, but let's check the pocketability of everything on the inside just to see if this is going to be the ultimate travel bag for me. Now right off the bat, opening it up, you can't unfortunately open it all the way down to the bottom. This would be nice to get everything in there as you were sealing it up. Taking a look at the outside pockets first, there's a thin transparent pocket here. This could be good for something like a wallet or some cables. There's also a nice water bottle holder on the inside here, and I'll check my water bottle after to see if that fits. On the other side, there's a few different pockets. There's a nice stretchy pocket here. This would be good for a small device or maybe my phone. There's also another little pocket over here I could use for a pen or something. This pocket will likely be used for the analog pocket. And this bigger one at the back, which is designed for a 14-inch laptop, I'm going to likely use for the ROG Ally. I'm still unsure if I want to stick the ROG Ally in this back one or if I just want to put it in this front one here. I will likely just stick it in this front compartment here as it's kind of in that case already, and I don't want to put all that pressure on it when it's pushing it onto my back. So now that we have a quick overview of the backpack, let's load it up and see how it fits everything. I am not going to throw the ROG Ally just in the bag by itself. This does have a laptop compartment as this is the 14-inch variety, but I want to put it in this case so it protects those joysticks. I was going to bring the slim one from Tomtoc, but unfortunately that one doesn't have enough room for the Ally X. The Skull & Co one that I reviewed on my channel does, so this is what I'm going to bring. So as you can see, that fits in there really good. Let's close that up, and let me show you how it fits into the bag. First things first, let's get the ROG Ally in there, because that's definitely the biggest item. I'm going to stick that just in this main pocket. And right away, there's still tons of space in there. The analog pocket's just going to fit in that pocket right here. There's definitely a lot of room in here for those two. What else am I going to put in this bag? So I'm going to have a few electronics on this trip with me. I'm also going to be bringing my camera, and that's what's filming this right now. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this camera in this bag. I'm likely going to have to put that in my carry-on on the trip over. When I get to Japan though, I'll probably unload some of these devices. I'll likely just leave the ROG Ally X at the hotel and take my thinner, more portable analog pocket on my day-to-day. So I'm taking 4 electronic devices with me. I'm likely not going to need to charge all at once, but it would be nice to have at least 4 plugs on a charger that I'm bringing over. This is the charger that I'm going to bring with me. This has 3 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A. I'm going to use this USB-A to charge my camera, and these 3 are going to be for my phone, for the ROG Ally, and all my other devices. Special thanks to Anker and Tomtoc for sending these over for my travels. A nice thing about this one is it's also a GAN charger, so this is much more efficient and it produces a lot less heat. In the box, we only find the charger. This is a pretty decent size actually for 150 watt. This essentially just fits in the palm of your hand. Let's see what else comes in the box. This is kind of an interesting accessory, but it looks like it kind of just goes around the charger to make it grip onto something. This is a pretty small charger for how much power this thing puts out. And as it sits, this is even smaller than the one I have from Aohi. Now, this is not by a lot, but I think this is going to matter a lot on my day-to-day travels just because this is going to be coming everywhere with me. The Aohi one only has 3 ports, this has 4. That's another huge bonus for the Anker. The Ally one's a lot heavier. This is only 140 watts, while this one is 150. Plus, just comparing the colors, I personally prefer this more subtle look over the vibrant bright yellow. Both of these are really good though, but I'm definitely taking the Anchor with me. So let's find a nice pocket for the Anchor. I'll probably just stick it in this outer pocket here that has its own zipper compartment. I have two USB-C cables that I'm going to bring with me. If you caught it, this one is a Thunderbolt 4 cable. I'm bringing this one in particular just because it supports really fast charging while giving really good data transfer speeds. The other one I'm going to bring is just another simple USB-C to USB-C, but I know this one supports up to 100 watt charging. And the last one that I'm going to bring is actually hooked up to my camera, powering the fan on it, which is a USB-A to USB-C, but that's about 6 feet long. I'm just going to stick these in that outer pocket just in case I need to access them quick. Those fit in there really nice though. And the last thing I think that I'm going to need is to bring a power bank. So it's been a while since I've flown, but from the looks of it, you have to have a power bank that's under 99 watt hours. These two fall under that category. However, the one from Baseus, which is a 65 watt, 20,000 milliamp hour battery, this battery bank doesn't unfortunately charge the ROG Ally. I'm not sure why, but I've tried this many times and it just doesn't seem to work. I'm going to give this a few more tries and maybe try a couple different cables to see if this works, because I do think this little thin power bank would be a lot better than the other one that I have. This one does have a few negatives to it though. It's a pretty small battery bank at only 74 watt hours, so I don't think I'm going to bring this one with me. It is a nice power bank though, and this is really good for my day-to-day work life. So if I'm not bringing this one with me, what else could I bring? The other option that falls into that under 99 watt hour requirement is this INIU power bank. This one charges at 65 watts, but it will output the full 100 watts with the USB-C. This is also relatively close to the airline max requirements at 92.5 watt hours. What I think I'm going to do is just stick it down here by the side of the ROG Ally X. And the last thing that I want to bring with me is a nice water bottle. So let me go get my water bottle and let's check the size to see if that fits in this bag. Let's try it with this water bottle to see if it'll fit. Doesn't look like there's enough room with the ROG Ally X. If I leave the ROG Ally at the hotel, I can easily fit that water bottle in here. Bought this little Neewer stand on Amazon. It's pretty small though, so I think this will be really good for photography. That fits into this little pocket here, but I can put that in the main pocket as well. I also realized that can actually just sit onto this little compartment on the side because this just kind of hooks over it. You could also just stick this in the water bottle compartment. That's actually a really good spot for that. I think I'm going to use that for the camera tripod, then just use a carabiner and attach a water bottle to the outside. What do you guys think? Would you put a water bottle on the outside or keep it on the inside? I'm kind of wary with all my electronics in there, so I kind of think the outside might be a better idea. The last item that I want to bring is this M2 enclosure. I put a 2TB M2 in here to back up all my photos so I can offload them from my microSD cards. I only have 2 SD cards going on this trip, so I hope 2 512s is enough with this 2TB M2. But this fits really nice into that pocket as well with all those cables. There's still a lot of room in that bag. I could put way more in here. Definitely not a veteran traveler since it's not October yet. If you have any better suggestions for how to pack this, just leave a comment down below. I appreciate any advice you guys can give me, as this is my first time traveling overseas. I have to admit though, the backpack's actually pretty light for how much I have in there. If you have any other suggestions for things to bring, please make sure to let me know in the comments below. I think this is going to be a perfect bag for my travels. As I'm going to be there for 3 weeks, I plan on walking a lot, so this is going to get some really good use. If you guys want to see how this held up after my trip, let me know down below and I can always make a follow-up video. I think for me anyways, the 2 big things that I like are the overall design of this bag. It's pretty small compared to most other bags. Tomtoc does a fantastic job with their bags, and I think this is going to be a really nice bag to take with me to Japan. I personally can't wait for this vacation, and I think it's just long overdue at this point. My best advice to you guys is if you really want a vacation and you've been thinking about it for a long time, just go for it. I have lots planned for my trip, going all the way from Tokyo to Kyoto, and as I'm a morning person being up at 4 or 5 a.m., I'm going to do a lot of walks early in the morning before all the tourists come out. The charger and the bag are both on sale, so I'll leave a link down below in the description if you're interested in picking either one of those up. The GAN charger also supports the full 100-watt quick charging out of the USB-C port if you only have the one device connected. That should be really good at charging the Ally X up really quick if I need to charge that. The Ally X only takes about an hour to charge from empty with a USB-C at that full 100 watts, so I think that should be really good. All in all, I just think this is a really cool little bag for my travels. Let me know what you guys think of the bag in the comments below, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know as well. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about today or my travel in general, make sure to ask in the comments. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and as always, thanks for watching.